Hey guys, I'm back. Got a couple things here to open. A really nice candy box that has some singles in the box too. It's partially full, and then this is a lot that I don't think a lot of people won't really like what's in this, but I'll explain why I bought it. But if you can make it through this, this is really special. We'll get this open. Also, I have something to say about the prototype, and this is a prototype. And I'll explain why after we go through these. I'll close with this. This will probably be the last time I talk about these, like they always fall over. The last time I'll be talking about mutant eggs for probably a long time. So hang with me one more time, and then I'll put these up probably for good, honestly. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. This is a heavy little box here. This is a lot that I picked up for just a little bit over $10. There was a candy container in the lot that I was after, and but as you'll see, it's kind of lame. It's a little before our time, I would probably say, for most of the people I know that watch my videos. Definitely before my time, but bear with me. All right, so everything's individually wrapped. All right, let's go through them. Okay, so what this is, don't bail on me yet. Hang with me because this is truly special. But this is a Harry Potter candy lot. Okay, so first thing out of the gate here are some Harry Potter Birdie Bot beans. Now these at this point are over 20 years old. I will say, as cringe as some of these are, the Birdie Bots, is that how you say it? Birdie Bot beans. They're kind of cool. I mean, they had some really gross flavors, kind of Garbage Pail Kid flavors like booger, dirt, earwax, things like this. Now, this is one of the first editions. It's not the first edition. I believe I do have it. But notice it says 4 new flavors, meaning this was already out for a while. Somewhere on this box, there's a date, but I don't know where. Anyway, so pretty cool. Notice they have some staining. That's very common for the Birdie Bot bean boxes to have stains on them. This one's a little better than the other one, but very cool. That's not why I bought this. Next up, you know what? Let me just unwrap all these. Okay, so yeah, I bought this lot of Harry Potter candy. And this was the one I was after. So this is now the third time I've owned this, but I don't know what's going on. I swear to God, I cannot find the other ones. And I know for a fact I've had this 3 times. It is the most bizarre thing. I don't know what is going on. So this one is why I bought the whole lot. Anyway, it's a Mandrake candy. I noticed it's kind of a larger size than what I like my candy containers to be, but it's definitely cool enough that I had to make sure I owned it. But all it is it has the head of the character as a candy lollipop, and you dip him into the dirt of the flower pot. So it's very novelty. And then these also came with the lot, and these will be sold. All this other stuff will be sold. I don't know what's going on here, but 2 of these lollipops, Flying Key, Flicker Pop candies, and then there's another Birdie Bot beans pouch. Not sure if it's a different product. Okay, it has a date of 2002, so it's a little over 20 years old. I would imagine it has the same stuff as the boxes. So not the coolest thing in the world, but yeah, I just had to have this again. So this will be kept, and I gotta keep my eye on it. So I don't know what happened to my other examples of that over the years. Okay, this one is really cool. Okay, this is like truly cool. Certainly something I've never had before either. So yeah, so I have a lot of really cool stuff coming in, but I was looking at the tracking numbers and stuff, and it's like everything's stalled out. I don't usually complain about shipping, but there's something going on, and I heard that our distribution center in Atlanta, I'm actually from Atlanta originally, but anyway, our big state distribution center is shutting down. I don't know if they're just renovating it or if I don't know what they're doing. I need to read up on it. But basically, a lot of the stuff that I have coming in is like really like scattered and stalled out. This thing, guys, is amazing. Take a look. Okay, this is a 1985. Now, keep in mind, 1985 is the year Garbage Pail Kids came out for the first time. Keep in mind, 1985. My battery was going dead. So 1985 was the year Goonies came out. Okay, here we go. This is a 1985 Skull Dippers Candy Bonbons box. The box you can see is really beat up, but I'll flatten this and I'll repair it, and you'll never know it looked like this when I'm done with it. Great graphics. Has a skeleton guy just laying there. But it has some singles in it. A good many of them. So I'll show you those. Can't get over the box, man. It's pretty amazing. Got a good price on it, too. It wasn't crazy. I think it was like $50 for the whole shit and shebang. I was looking for a date. Yeah, there you go. All right. 1985 Morris National. Yeah, Morris National, they're kind of a weird little company. I have several things from Morris National. One is a coffee mug, a plastic coffee mug that has candy in it. I can't remember the name of it. It's kind of lame, to be honest. But I noticed, actually, up until like 2010, they were still making things. There was a bubblegum cube. I think it's called Cubes, but it's spelled with Q-U. And that's a Morris National product, and they're not around anymore. I mean, that product isn't around. I don't know about Morris National. But for whatever reason, in the mid-'80s, they made this. So I wish they'd just made more novelty candy, but I don't know. All right, let's look at the singles. There's a bunch of them. Now, there's only 4 types. And I had these already. They're pretty rare, actually. They're not valuable rare, but they're hard to find. All right. Okay, so here's one type here. Has a ghost and a haunted house and a bat. The packages aren't most people's favorite thing because it's paper. It feels like cheap. And that's one thing that I think that's always held this product back. Okay, so what's inside is looks like a skeleton key, something maybe out of Goonies actually, and it has powder in it, the old lollipop and powder combo. So there's that one. Okay, another type is the black cat and a spider web. Notice the printing on some of these is rough. It's like out of focus, so it's kind of weird. There's a double. Another one of them is, Frankenstein and Dracula. Very friendly representation of them. And there should be one more variant. Okay, here we go. It's the key itself, skeleton key. Yeah, so historically, these have not been the most popular things. You don't see them that much, though. They're rare, but that, I know a lot of, I'm talking to collectors here. You know how it is. Like, just because something is rare doesn't mean it's valuable at all. And a lot of this candy stuff, especially in this category, I mean, this is the first Skull Dipper box I ever seen before. Like, it's it's not a 1-of-1, but, like, it's the only one I've ever seen. But yet, it's $50. So, it's really crazy. And that's why I love this category, though, actually. I mean, it's just, it doesn't cost that much money to collect the stuff. But anyway, these I will be selling individually because I need money. So, on eBay. So, if you haven't seen my store, it's called Garbage Archive. And my username is Russ Van. All right, so one thing I want to close with. So I had more time to look at our little friend here. And this is a bona fide prototype, okay? It's not, this isn't the test market sample. This is the actual fucking prototype. So for one reason, the sculpt of the egg is completely different. Also, the cutouts here, they match, but it's in reverse. It's literally the reverse of this one. Also, that actually good that popped out. Okay. As you can see, obviously, this is super thick, and this has been, cast. And the craziest thing I noticed is parts of this has been cut with a X-Acto knife. It's been shaped by somebody with their own hand, and it was used in the final mold. So this is the prototype that was used. Now, one thing, I was talking to someone last night, and they were like, well, what's in it? Because I forgot I didn't even open the thing, so I haven't opened it yet, so let's see what's inside. I imagine it's going to be that candy that we saw. Okay. Yeah, it's the same shit. Same stuff. So there's the answer there. So we can look at this. I didn't even look at that last night. So different threading. And there's also a bridge. There's a bump right here. That's not on any other example. And then obviously the elephant in the room is why is there a Nerds decal over it? So I don't know where this decal came from. I would imagine it came from some sort of like Easter egg hunt kit that you might remember from back in the day. Another thing I want you to notice, see the decal where it's cut? See where it's been sliced? That's because when the artist was cutting these notches, they were slicing into this decal. Again, I want to say this one more time. This is very important. These shapes are the exact shapes that they went with. This is the one that they cut in the factory or at Tops that they went with. This is the fucking prototype. Except for, I don't know how the mold process works, but this is the mirror of this. Okay. One more thing before I drop this subject. Notice this is the lollipop version, but it's missing the lollipop. This is a normal one. And I told you on some of the early examples I have, it has a lollipop on it. This is obviously the early one. And then one more thing is Tops a lot of times use this weird blue color for their prototypes. So obviously that's a not a red flag, but like an indicator that this is, yeah, it's a prototype. So just something for candy nerds to chew on, to think about. All right. So guys, yeah, I know I talk about these constantly, so I'll stop. I know it's getting kind of a old hat, but I mean, it's just cool to finally have some more clues and to it. All right, so recap. So what came in today was a cringe Harry Potter lot. Kind of neat, but it's Harry Potter. I'm definitely keeping the Mandrake lollipop. That's what I was after. So, and then last was a 1985 Skull Dippers half full box. The box is super beat up. It's got stains on it, so I'm going to have to restore it, but it'll get restored. Is this something I'm going to do today? No, this is literally something that will sit in this room out for months and months and months, and then one day it'll get done. So, all right, guys, hope you enjoyed at least some of that. Still waiting on tons of stuff to come in, but like I said, the mail's very weird right now. So, we'll see. Go and see Dune. This is the original art from Garbage Pail Kids series, but has Paul on there. Pretty cool. All right, guys, that's all I got. I can't think of anything else. Don't send any questions. You guys have a good rest of your day. Rest Van out.